Greetings. I am Coach Robin Renee, your mindful movement guide through your Pilates experience today. We're going to be covering the original exercises from Return to Life Through Contrology by Joseph Pilates, the creator of the method. Before we get into the exercises from Return to Life, we're going to ignite that mind, body, soul connection by preparing the body for the work. Let's get started with some breath work. We want to be mindful that we are breathing as efficiently as possible so that we can get the maximum benefit from each exercise. Stack your spine in its most upright position. Think Olympic torch, and your head is representing the flame, so it is also going up. We're going to start with breathing into our inner cavity or core area or powerhouse, which is what Mr. Pilates called it. We want to breathe across the chest as well as into the back. So the lungs are expanding into the rib cage all around. Inhaling through both nostrils, exhaling through your mouth as if you have a straw in your mouth. That's called pursed lip breathing. On the exhale, Mr. Pilates would say, exhale every atom of air possible. Like a vacuum, you want to make sure that you get out as much air as possible. So let's go. Deep inhale through both nostrils. Exhale through pursed lips. Inhale, both nostrils. Allow the lungs to expand. Exhale through pursed lips. We're deflating the lungs. Let's go for two more. Inhale. Allow the lungs to expand. Exhale. We're deflating the lungs as much as possible. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Let's be mindful of the pursed lip breathing or intercostal breathing throughout our work today. And now we're going to move down the body. So I like to think of Pilates as a party. So we have to let the VIPs in. We let the lungs in. So that could be the first set of VIPs. And now we want to move down and think of the midsection. I like to call it the corset area. Mr. Pilates will call it, the core. I'm thinking corset. So if you had to tighten up a corset or button up or zip up or snap up a corset. So we're allowing the muscles to move as a unit, even though they're separated. So on the inhale, we want to bring the muscles around. So like a big hug, we're bringing them towards the center. On the exhale, we're bringing them all towards the back. So if there was something on the inside of your body pulling the muscles back, that's what's happening on the exhale. Now, this is a crew that comes in kind of at the top of the party. And then there's the caboose, right? The caboose is the last part of the core, or what I call the corset crew. The caboose requires just a little bit more pull. So this is where we would do the scoop. If you've heard of the scoop, we're pulling the muscles back as well as up. So we're scooping out. So we have our corset crew, and then we got the caboose of the corset crew. So we're gonna move that velvet rope, let in the next set of VIPs. So along with inhaling through both nostrils, exhaling through pursed lips, lungs expanding out, lungs being deflated. Now we're adding in on the inhale, bringing the corset muscles towards the center or the corset crew. And on the exhale, we're pulling them to the back, and we're going to pick up that caboose by pulling the muscles back and up. Let's go. Inhale. Exhale. Keep that corset crew in order. Inhale. Exhale through pursed lips. Keep that corset crew together. Inhale. Exhale. Be mindful that you're pulling that caboose in. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Now we're going to move down anatomically. We're moving down to the pelvic floor. Now the pelvic floor, we not only want it to be pliable and flexible, we also want it to be strong. So this is happening on the inside of the body. So think of the two sides of the pelvic floor. We want to bring them towards the center. So we're attracting or magnetizing them towards the center. That would be the inhale, along with everything else we've added. So we're opening up that velvet rope again to let in the next set of VIPs, and that's the pelvic floor. We're going to bring the muscles towards the center on the inhale. On the exhale, we're lifting the pelvic floor up, and we have 3 openings for women, 2 for men. We want to seal off those openings on the exhale. So inhale, we're bringing the 2 sides towards the center. Exhale, we're lifting the pelvic floor and closing off the openings. Velvet rope, let's go. Pelvic floor is in the party. Take a nice deep inhale. And exhale. All the other VIPs are still in the party. They're working. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Expand the lungs. Through both nostrils, we are breathing. Exhale through pursed lips, as if you have a straw in your mouth. Spine is still in the Olympic torch position. Head is representing the flame. Corset crew coming in, and the caboose is being pulled back and up. One more. Take a nice deep inhale. And exhale. Let's get into some spinal strength, flexibility, and mobility. Our neutral will be the Olympic torch position, keeping the spine stacked in its most upright state. We're gonna move in 4 different directions to tap into a little bit more flexibility in the spine. The first direction we're going in would be a flexion or forward flexion, or you may have even heard C curve. We're taking the spine and creating a big capital C. From the upper, from our cervical, up into the neck, we're gonna create the top of the C. So it's a capital C. On the bottom, if there were a bowl sitting behind you, we want to tilt the bowl under to create the bottom of the C, and that's also getting into our lumbar spine. In the middle of our back or thoracic spine, we want to push that away from us. Extending the legs, keeping the ankles flexed and the feet are flat facing away, we're going to start to wake up or start to give a little bit more flexibility to the back sides of the legs. Taking a nice deep inhale through both nostrils, lateral breathing. Exhale, we're rounding down, scooping. Remember to pick up the caboose from the corset crew. Rounding down. Inhale, we're stacking up. Exhale, we're scooping under, we're scooping out, we're rounding forward. Shoulders may even roll slightly forward. Inhale, let's stack it up. Exhale, round down. This is our C curve or forward flexion. Inhale, stack up. Exhale, round down. That is our forward flexion. We're going to extend the spine, meaning we're taking it in the opposite direction. So think flexi straw. If you had a flexi straw that was stacked, you want to increase the flexibility in the spine by opening up those small spaces slightly in the spine. So it's still moving as a unit, but we want to give each individual vertebrae its own little spotlight at the party. Taking a nice deep inhale to position yourself. Exhale. Let's intertwine the fingers. Provide a base of support for our head. Inhale. Open the chest, roll the shoulders back. Now we're tilting the pelvis forward to create the arch in the back. This is an inhale. Eye gaze will go maybe where the ceiling and the wall meets. And exhale. We're back to stack. Keep the shoulders leveled. Keep the elbows out of your peripheral vision. Inhale. Nice big arch. And exhale. We're back to stack. Inhale, arch. Keep those heels anchored down. Ankles flexed. Exhale. We're back to stack. Let's go for one more. Inhale, arch. And exhale. We're back to stacked. We're now going to get into some rotation movement. I'll do it in two different directions just to give you a different visual. Extend the arms out to the side, keeping the shoulders as level as possible. Spine is still in the Olympic torch upright position. Take a nice deep inhale through both nostrils. Exhale. We're going to allow the corset crew to lead this one. We're rotating from the center, from our corset area, from our powerhouse. Think of the navel as the navigator. So the navel is looking for where we're going. Inhale. Exhale. Keep the palms facing down. Inhale. Exhale. Fingers are together. Thumbs are pressed up against the sides of the hand. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, which is center. I'm just changing directions to allow you to see, to get a different POV. Inhale. Exhale. So think of wringing out a big towel or blanket with your waist. Inhale. Exhale. It's your waist trainer. You were born with a waist trainer and you can train your own waist. Inhale. What if I say? The further you can rotate, the smaller your waist gets. Now, exhale. Inhale, center. Exhale, rotate. Inhale, center. And down. From here, we're gonna go into the final positioning or the final direction for our spine work, the flexibility. We're taking the spine from the Olympic torch upright position and we're flexing it to the side. This is a lateral flexion which works the side body. Extend one arm out to the side, doesn't matter which one because we're going to switch arms. The other arm is going up. Allow the shoulder to press the arm up a little bit more. This will be an inhale. On the exhale, we're going to take the spine over. So you have the flexi straw again. We're flexing over. Now, if there were a ball or a barrel or something, a log that you have to reach over, push your bottom side away, but extend the top side. Keep the outside hip down. We want to make sure it's still in contact with the surface beneath us. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, we're up. Exhale, we're over. Pressing away. Inhale, we're up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, over. Pressing away. Keeping both hips down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, we're up. Exhale, we're over. Stretching out that top side body. Pushing away from the bottom side body. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale up and down. Exercise 13 is the one leg kick. In the original Pilates mat work from Return to Life through Contrology by Joseph Pilates, the creator of the method. We're going to start with our spine in an extension position. Clench your fists so you're resting down like if you were to bang down on your mat. Don't do that, but that's the position we want the fists in. Lifting the chest, the shoulders are low. You want to raise both legs, about 2 inches from the mat. We want to kick one leg towards the butt, extend it out. We got 6 of these. Kick, extend, keep your chest up, shoulders low, kick, extend, toes pointed away, kick, extend, 2 more. We have a kick, extend, 1 more, kick, extend. Let's switch legs. And if you need to keep one leg rested down, you can totally rest it down. We have a bend, extend, it's a 1 leg kick, bend, extend, go for 4 more, bend, extend. If you want to lift that other leg, lift it, bend, extend, 2 more, bend, extend, 1 more, bend, extend. Both legs are down. Take a nice deep inhale and exhale. If you need to, reverse the work you did on your spine. Make your way up to a cat stretch. Taking a nice deep inhale. Exhale, let's round it down. Get some relief on the lower back. Inhale. We're not dropping down to cow. We're only going back to neutral. Exhale, let's round it out. Inhale and exhale. Now it's time to land this flight, but keep your seatbelt fastened until we come to a complete stop. We would like to offer up or give gratitude or thanks for the gift of mobility, even if it's limited. Even if it's limited down to just breathing. If you're practicing the Pilates method of breathing, you're doing Pilates. We want to extend the hands facing the palms up, extend the hands forward, shift the shoulders forward for an inhale. In an exhale, we're going to open the chest as we are closing the back and allowing that ball and socket joint of the shoulder to get a little lubricated. Inhale. So it's like we're serving up a tray or we're offering gratitude. Take a nice deep inhale. On the exhale, seal the armpits into the body, bend the elbows, pulling them directly behind you, making contact with the side of your body. Look familiar? Like the push-up, yeah? Inhale, we're forward. Exhale, we're out. Inhale, shifting the shoulders forward. Exhale, seal the armpits, bend the elbows, shift the shoulders down, pull the elbows back. Inhale. We are grateful, so grateful. Exhale, open. Inhale, forward, shift the shoulders. Exhale, seal the armpits, bend the elbows, bringing them back. We got 1 more. Forward inhale, we're reaching. Exhale, we're opening. We're opening the chest, we're closing the back, bringing those shoulder blades together. Inhale, we're up. Exhale, we're pulling back. Take one hand, place it on one shoulder, match it with the other hand on the other opposite shoulder. Give yourself a nice, tight hug because you made it. Smooches and deuces.